We're in Winter Park, Florida. Today we're in Winter Park, Florida, which is a suburb of Orlando on the northeast side. Its population is about 29,000. We're in the historic downtown, so join us as we explore this cute little city. Winter Park was incorporated in 1887. It was founded as a resort community by northern businessmen who really wanted to promote it to snowbirds.
Welcome to our first video of 2024. For context, we visited January 5th.
We're in the Winter Park Downtown Historic District, which was added to the National Register of Historic Places in 2011.
This video focuses on the historic downtown, particularly along South Park Avenue, which I believe we refer to repeatedly as Main Street. So we're going to go down one side and then back on the other side, and then later on in the video we do a parallel street. This video begins at Central Park, which is also the home of the Winter Park train station.
My first impressions of the city, first of all, were that it was really cute and that it had a lot of upscale shops and restaurants.
Yeah, this definitely strikes me as a little more of a high-rent district. Very clean, very cute, and I'm guessing very expensive.
I would agree. I can definitely see why they were trying to attract snowbirds here. It was a beautiful day the first week of January. Absolutely perfect.
Oh, wintertime is the absolute best time to visit Florida.
For sure. You may or may not be aware that Florida does have issues with sinkholes, and Winter Park had a massive sinkhole in 1981 that was nearly 40 feet wide. That sinkhole eventually widened to 320 feet wide and 90 feet deep.
Well, I suppose that's the price one pays for creating a state out of a swamp. Sinkholes are a very common problem in Florida.
So this park here in downtown Winter Park is host to many activities, including a regular farmers market and other events. So it is also home to the Morse Museum, which has the largest collection of Tiffany glass. The train station that we show in this video was built in 2014. That replaced the original from 1882. This station services Sunrail, which is the commuter train from Orlando, as well as Amtrak.
So after a quick stroll through the park, we made our way back to South Park Avenue. Straight ahead is St. Margaret Mary Catholic Church.
Here's the Morse Museum. I have been there and it's amazing. It has the most comprehensive collection of Tiffany glass, including Tiffany's chapel interior from the 1893 World Columbian Exposition in Chicago. We're working our way to Casa Feliz, which literally translated means happy house. It was built during the Great Depression for a cost of $28,000. It was almost demolished in 2000, but the community stepped up and raised $1.2 million to restore it to its original glory. In 2008, it was added to the National Register of Historic Places.
All right, we're in front of Casa Feliz, which is an early example of the architecture from the 30s. I think we're about halfway through. We walked down Main Street. Interesting layout. One side is all the commercial buildings. The other side mostly is a huge park and a train station. So now we're going to work our way back on the commercial side. So I hope you're enjoying this because we're having a great time. Agreed?
I agree. It's been great here, and besides this house, there's a little pitch and putt golf course on the park right next to us.
All right, let's do this.
We'll see ya.
If you choose to visit when you're walking down the main street, be sure to take a look and see what kind of interesting things you may find in the alleyways. Here's a perfect example.
As we were learning about Winter Park, we discovered that it was sort of the gateway to old Florida, particularly from the 1950s and on. There used to be a hotel called the Langford Hotel at the southwest end of Central Park here. It opened in 1956 and it was a social hub for decades. People from the Rat Pack, Ray Charles, John Denver, Ronald Reagan, and more visited there. Unfortunately, it did a big celebration in 1999 and then was closed and demolished, but now a boutique hotel sits on that site.
Since we got an early start, we decided it was time for a coffee break, so we chose Barney's. This side of the street, as you would expect, had a nice variety of restaurants, jewelry stores, bars, clothiers, just a really interesting mix.
This building across the street is the Park Plaza Hotel. It was built in 1922 and it is the only hotel on Park Avenue. The lobby still gives you a glimpse into the past. Those wrought iron balconies reminded us of New Orleans. And if you haven't seen our New Orleans video, check that one out. Straight ahead, what's now a Pottery Barn used to be the Colony Theater, which was a one-screen, 500-seat venue that operated from 1939 to 1975.
At this point, it looked like we were running out of the main downtown area, so we decided to do a parallel street, which is Interlochen Avenue. Wanted to see what kind of residential and commercial buildings were not on the main street.
So we finished going all the way down Main Street, stopped for a little coffee at Barney's, and now we're looping around to a parallel street to see if we've missed anything. This is a really cute downtown. We like it a lot. You'll see here a sign for Rollins College. The main campus is actually just a few blocks down from downtown. It was founded in 1885 and is actually the oldest college in Florida. It currently has about 3,100 students and is a private four-year institution.
Caroline and I noticed that, ironically, Florida seems to have several towns with the name Winter involved in some way. So this is the first of what we hope will be several winter-themed stops. And in fact, we already have two filmed. The next one that we release will be Winter Garden. And somewhere down the road, we'll try to get you a video of Frostproof and
Winter Haven.
Winter Haven, and any other winter ones we may be able to find on the map.
Right.
So since we like to explore on foot, we like to let you know how easy it is. So our walkability rating for this city is?
Easy. Anywhere you want to go in the core, you can get there on foot. It's easily walkable and there are abundant sidewalks.
Looks like it's time to wrap this one up. All right, what'd you think of Winter Park, Florida?
I think Winter Park is a must-see if you're in the Orlando area. It was so quaint and charming. I really liked it.
Yeah, definitely. If you're in Orlando, what was it, 20 minutes to get here, if that. It's really close, and it's just an absolutely cool little downtown. So with that said, get off the couch. We'll see you next time.
Cheers!